Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that bear. Can she? You are full of surprises, envoy. I'd heard God Knights have strange powers, but I've never known one to heal an entire grove. Guess your Emperor really did send the right person for the job, huh? Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradise. Enjoy the calm while you can.
The path to Paradise is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
I'll say that this looks noticeably worse on Xbox. Definitely way more framey. This is like barely 30 frames a second. I don't know how much I'll be playing on console. I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like. Hour or so, see how I'm feeling about it. But so far, not a fan.
Hilgard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd send to the frontier, does he? You seem much better suited to it. By the way, now that we've gotten to know each other, let me know if you want to train together. I've been watching your form, and I think we could learn from one another. My favorite subject. Yeah, I've watched your form as I've gotten to know you, and it's excellent. You're smaller than I am, but I picked up a few tricks from seeing the way you move on the battlefield. I'm happy to return the favor if there's anything I can teach you. It's all about using your weight. Here, I'll show you. That's it. You got the hang of it. I look forward to seeing what you can do when we get back out there tomorrow. In the meantime, get some rest.
That's too might. Let's go. Shit. Weird about upgrading this stuff. I'm just gonna replace it. That's the right one, right? Share. Try this in my.
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruin.
Common, fine, exceptional, superb, and legendary.
To remember them by.
God, this dude's scary. No way I can one-shot this guy, right?
Coming for you. Coming from your right.
You're gonna regret that.
Guy? Hi. Stay alive, Kai. What is...
Nice shot. Let's see what we got.
Oh.
Back on my feet.
Well, now we see what happens when you die. I don't think I'll be playing this on a controller ever again after this. Not a fan. And at all. Alright, we're gonna stay on this side. What is this thing? Okay.
That's one for us. Not bad. It's got natural light, right on the river. Just needs a little upkeep.
Oh man.
Careful.
Actually, is there an option to make this performance mode? A little bit. Okay, this might help, actually. Oh yeah, this looks way better. Holy fuck. I mean, it looks worse, but the frame rate is night and day. Damn, just crazy. Wrong button.
Another down.
We make a good squad.
Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Quiet as the depths.
Another one down. Take your best shot.
Aye, aye.
Ready, aim.
Alright. Paradiso. That's...
Hargrunan built these walls and much of Paradis centuries ago. Much of their work still stands.
This one's mine.
Despite the name, the Living Lands isn't an easy place to make a life, but it breeds resourcefulness.
Do with animacy equipment.
Hide it under the wine and nobody will look for it. Honestly, it's not a bad plan as smuggling operation.
How did you get in there?
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
Not anymore. We have the situation in hand.
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
Of course not. We asked what he was carrying. Then he drew a knife.
It clearly wasn't expecting us. The locals must turn a blind eye to these things.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
No.
Did that carrier pigeon get lost again?
Stupid flying rat. Apologies, Envoy. Go ahead.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
cheap fertile. If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave. The problem is we've been conned out of our life savings.
A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity, but the place is in shambles and the earth is barren. The scoundrel took our coin and ran. It's a miracle the deed was legitimate.
So do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses? Oh my goodness! This is more than enough for seed, and we'll need workers for tilling the soil.
Hit one thing at a time, my love. I don't know how to thank you, but if you want us to farm, we'll farm. Our first harvest is dedicated to Adir, and that's a promise.
You know, sometimes it's kinder not to give people false hope.
Okay. Well, fuck you. That'd be nice. Wait, do you have something to say to me? It was flashing.
Oh, no, you don't. Let's see. You got it. Hey, behind you.
Damn it, man.
Watch the left. Come and get me. You're a good friend. Good fighting.
Locals call this the Pilgrim's Path, but no one really uses it anymore. Great view, isn't it? You can even see Fort Northreach in the distance. No. Too soon.
If you traveled weeks to see him, you can wait a few more days.
Kara, you would not be so...
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home, because the goddamn temple is closed. There's a temple to Aethys in the cave back there. It's a hike, and the path there is crumbling to bits. So even if it weren't closed, you know, I don't recommend it.
Kara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan. I say they are dead. You will let her go and not me. I see.
Who said I was letting her go? Well, my orders say no one.
Hikara, yes. Tell the envoy about your precious orders. I could recite them in my sleep.
Right. Sorry, envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The Oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. Well, you'll certainly be hip-deep in no time. Good luck.
I don't know if I should be doing this already. What I do in these games, though, I get sidetracked. This expedition into the cave is what I do. And then I call it for the night. Assuming that these guys aren't like triple skulls or something to me. Thank you. In here. The burr.
That spear looks Adiran, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
That's the way to go, so let me go this way. Can't. Okay. This generators are mechanical devices that can be activated with shock damage. Have Electric seed. Can I use the electric seed? How do I switch over to... There's that electric seed that I just picked up. Can't move over to the thing on the left. I want to click on that grenade down there. Oh, I hate this game on console. I really do. Oh boy. Okay, well, one of these. Is this the electric one? No? Electric one? Yeah.
That's it. Door's open. Look alive. 16. Is that all you got? Hey! Over here! The next one's mine.
Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle.
I was just getting warmed up.
Eighty. I think that's enough third person.
Blood and a broken tripwire. Someone got clumsy.
Look at that. That statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
Rituals, whispers of searing light.
a sneaker fight. You take lead. Aim where? Let's see what you got.
Isoksugu!
What does right click do? All it does is let you zoom in and out. All it does is let you zoom in and out. We'll make this. Oh, I can't change it? Bro, that's so stupid. How does that? Whoa. Oh, it does. Oh, dude, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. I just want to be able to rebind that one thing. Oh, why doesn't it let you rebind? That's so stupid. Ever.
Hold it together. We're nearly there.
my brother.
Oh, I'm a female, so nah. Nah, bruh.
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the Beyond Spirit? Have you come to take me to Gallowayne's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
Not with that. No. Oh, you mean healing him. Sorry, I'm all out of potions. I don't know any healing magic either.
Magic? I had to learn some magic, but only the kind that explodes. I don't want to explode. Please help me.
I have healing magic.
Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here? Free Expedition Corps out of High Crown. Yeah, that's us. Well, that's me anyway. The rest of those assholes went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Cadman, honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic, which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. He's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in. I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore. Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. That's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here. It's a lucky thing you found me then. Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Seems like a good kid. Glad we could give him a hand. Maybe one of Juliana's girls will too. So, the kid said the expedition team went deeper, looking for the Oracle. I say we head after him.
Wait, what? Yeah, this bitch goes. So that does take a while to load, so I feel like that's how I start a fight, and then I pull out the bow.
Right behind you.
Damn.
Another glorious battle.
Oops, one button.
Didn't realize the head of the Steel Garrote was into antiques. I see someone. Be ready for anything.
Hello.
My sister. Can it be? Come. It has been too long. I had feared I was the last of us. But you... Oh, the very sight of you is a balm for the soul. I am the Oracle Sargemus, servant of the once shining god, he whose light has lately dimmed. What brings you to this sacred space? I am as you are, though I do not care for the word. Aethys the Dawn Treader is my lord and patron. If you will forgive me saying so, I am surprised to meet you here. Even before the vanishing of our kind, it had been some years since a child of Garlawain came to speak with me. And I have never seen a member of the Lord of the Hunt's coterie whose visage resembles yours. Ah, of course. I should not have assumed. I have had the great privilege to speak with thousands of our kind during my long life. And you do not resemble a single one of them. But if not Garlawain, I cannot imagine who else among the Pantheon might have blessed you. My relationship with my lord has oftentimes been the one succor through difficult seasons of my life. I hope that when you find your patron, it is the same for you. May I ask, as a god's child, did your earthly parents love you? It is difficult to be a child when you are expected to represent a god. I suppose it's not impossible, but the gods typically make themselves known to us in our earliest days, before we have left the comfort of the womb. They are present in our hearts and mind before, well, before we even have a notion of I at all. I am sorry. Yours is an unusual case. Tell me, this voice in your head, do you want it to be your god? I am afraid that not even your god may tell you that. Answering that question is the soul's true purpose. It is the work of your life. And I suspect neither you nor I will ever know for certain. We can only remain open to curiosity and willing to be surprised. You do not seem especially troubled. No more than any kith subject to life's uncertainties. As to what the voice is, if it is unlikely to be a god, I cannot say. It may be a particularly powerful soul attempting to control you, or the echoes of a past life. Perhaps it is the sending of an archmage, or some ancient construct of Engwithan make. Or it may just be the beginnings of the Dream Scourge. Whatever this voice is, I suspect only an expert in souls can say. There are many theories, which the holy and learned of Aora have only just begun to argue. But you did not ask me for theories. Frankly, I do not know for certain. However, I believe the gods are preparing for war. A war of all against all. A struggle between destiny and design. Who yokes the soul of the world? Whose machinations turn the wheel? Who acts and whom is acted upon? That is the ultimate power, sister. The only power there is. To decide the fate of another, and to make it so. For so long as we have lived, it is the gods who have decided for us. But change is possible, if we are brave enough to want it. And Kith have lately grown very brave indeed. Indeed. It has been my obsession these last few years. Hewn by my own hands from stone in Ardra, and no small degree of melancholy. I suspect it will be my last great labor before this body is returned to the earth, and I am returned to my god. If I am, it is from an affliction that death will not cure. But no, sister. I am only very old. My light is waning. As Aethys' essence leaves the world, I am leaving with him. His essence has kept me alive for centuries, and soon we will enter the longest night. Then Sargamas spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, if you will embrace him. I am that same Sargamas. Though it has been some time since a man has knelt before me and begged absolution, as Harmka did. The people do not hold to the gods any longer, and they do not hold to their servants. We live in a time of disbelief. The gods are absent, and have recalled their gifts from the world. Avarice reigns. Acquisition is the faith to which all men bow. But perhaps there is hope. You have read the Book of Verses, and we are here together, if only briefly. In this moment, we are not entirely alone. Indeed, my soul has dwelled in this form for centuries, beyond even the lifespan of the longest-lived elf. My lord Aethys inspired my birth in the same year the kingdom of Adir was founded. You might say my birth heralded the empire you now serve. Many, yes. Some that inspired awe, others dread. For a time, I proselytized among the colonists who first settled Ere Glanfath. I held the door of my parish church against an onslaught of Glanfathan raiders, and I watched them fall prostrate before my light. I tended the wounded in the Broken Stone War, the War of Black Trees, the War of Defiance, and in many wars that were never given the dignity of a name, and since have been forgotten. I can hardly recall them anymore. That is a question for my lord. I have asked him many times, but even when he spoke to me, he would not say. I suspect it is his essence that has kept me alive, and now that he has abandoned this world, well, I soon expect to die. In prayer, in dreams, as I ate and loved and labored, his voice was a constant murmuring in my ear. But when I spoke to him, he never did reply. So, do not mistake his talking for a conversation. He only wanted to be heard. Not anymore. Is that what they're calling him now? I heard the man that was Widewin speak when he was but a farmer. He had a presence even then. Furious, incandescent. It was astonishing, his power. I wonder, had my lord already made a home in his body by then? Did my lord share with Widewin his plans to wage a pointless, bloody war while wearing the poor man's face? What a grave injustice. To have your body stolen and be made into a saint. Tragic Widewin. Pitiable Widewin. I grieve for what became of him. God help me. I do. The Deerwood has been a troubled place since the very moment of its inception. Conflicts erupted as regularly as spring flowers, to bloom and die as swiftly. So, there is always some dark corner in need of light, if you'll indulge me in the metaphor. Truthfully, I had been jailed for proselytizing in Colplin, and it was to the colonies I was exiled. So it was the Deerwood or death. I had nowhere else to go. About 630, yes, give or take a decade. One does lose count. Because you are my sister, and I want someone to know. Be welcome, for you have found it. People like you and I once sought this place in moments of spiritual turmoil, when the world and our souls could not find rest. Moments of war, famine, massacres, when those such as us are called upon to speak the gods' wills and to lead. But I have seen not one of us these last 3 years, and it is rare indeed that pilgrims come to pray. Perhaps our meeting now is the work of immortal hands. I pray that it is so. Godlike. Such a meager word for us, who are the gods' eyes and ears and hearts. We are the phenomena through which the gods experience the world. We are as like the gods as a finger is like a man. You and I and our raptured brethren, we are the gods themselves.
That's all very poetic, but it doesn't answer the question. Is this place special to godlikes?
It had been once, when we were legion, but no longer. Our kind came here to find fellowship and understanding, in a world determined to bend us to its purposes. This is a heavy burden you carry, to be beloved of both a god and a god among men. I imagine one cannot help but wonder, did he elevate you for your skills and knowledge, your strengths, your accomplishments, or for what you are? You and I are instruments of a divine will. In choosing you to be his envoy, your Emperor ennobles his purpose and tarnishes yours. An expedition? I'm afraid I don't understand.
An expedition? You know, treasure maps, matching outfits, campfire songs, the works.
I am familiar with the concept, tomb raiding and the like. What troubles me is why they would come here. These ruins are not so different from the many others on this island, except that they are a good deal more treacherous. And this representation of Aethys we stand before, it is the work of my own hands. They could not hope to move it. Do you know what their purpose is here? It's a reasonable question, I'll grant you. You must understand, this place has seen so few visitors for so long that I often retreat into my private quarters. To read, you understand, or pray, or sleep. Age has made me slow. I tire easily. I sleep now more hours than I wake. They could have already come and gone, and I would be none the wiser. In any case, you haven't told me what it was they searched for. Or do you not know? Ah, the splinter of Aethys. I suppose it was too much to hope they were here to examine these exquisite ruins. Truly, it is their loss. It rests in a shrine deep within this temple complex, beyond the reach of looters, visitors, or indeed, myself. The path to the relic has fallen to ruin. Some sections are flooded, and others are infested with all manner of creatures. Although, perhaps you might assist me with that.
If you're about to ask us to tidy up, think again. My place is a much bigger mess.
Oh no. I had something far grander in mind. You see, this construction beside us is no mere statue, but a reliquary I have built to house the splinter of Aethys in its appropriate grandeur. It is nearly complete, and ready for the splinter to be interred. But I can no longer reach the relic on my own. Return it to me, and who knows, perhaps you will meet your expedition along the way. Take all the time you need. Oh, and please refrain from touching my statue or devices. May light illuminate your path, sister.
That was a long conversation. I am very tired, so I'm not sure how much more I'm gonna keep playing. I thought this cave might be relatively quick. Turns out it is not. I don't know what that does.
The bridge is out, but that looks like the way to the relic. This reminds me of the Stranglehold. How is anything this big all the way down here?
Two Skull Quest. Great about down there.
unseen, unheard.
Come and get me! One for you!
We gotta be getting close to being encumbered, over encumbered. What I need, so I'm just reading all this shit. Interacting with it, I'm definitely not reading all of this. Oh, I could have electrocuted them with that.
Stand back. Here it comes.
Six years in Dawnshore, and I never knew something this big was under our feet the whole time. Dream scourge ahead. To think it reaches all the way down here.
Quick and quiet.
Right flank. Let's see what you got. Nothing like a win with a good team.
Beetle shell action. There. Back around.
Repose, a pulse beating out of time. Should it be disturbed?
If it weren't for the creepy oracle and the invading roots, this place would be kinda nice.
I was supposed to be able to get in here. It feels like I shouldn't be able to get in.
There's the relic. It can't be as easy as just grabbing it, can it? Demostones. You take lead.
False item. It waits.
Something's moving in the main chamber.
Ooh, how do I get in there? Oh, holy shit. That bitch. Bitch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Come and get me!
Oh no. 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 Shit. Shit. I have to be close over and covered, right? In 60, I'm very close. Choose the breakdown or stash and camp. I didn't see a breakdown. I was looking for that, like, literally a little bit ago. Right. V. I get out of breaking this shit down. I swear to God, that breakdown option was not there before. Thing that I can't get now is I still want to get. hard. Let's see. I think I can't do it.
Quiet as the depths.
Alright, well, that sucks. What's to do though? That's kind of like it. Even if I had one of those shock things, I don't know where I would throw it.
That earthquake flood. Well, better a flood than a cave-in.
Yeah, look at that. Ah, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Let's check and see. I actually got a couple things I gotta do. Before I forget. Before I am. Okay. I don't know. I can do this shit. Yeah, bro. Oh, wait, do you have something I can do? Oh. more like a raid.
Something's not right here. Take a look around. Well, we found the expedition. Looks like they've only been dead a few hours. But how did they get in here? They can't have come the same way we did. We swam here. What's stranger is there's not a scratch on them. No sign of what killed them. It's like every member of the expedition team just collapsed. You think he's building a what? A giant animat? I've heard of those, but I've never seen one. They're suits of armor brought to life by bound souls, right? The Oracle couldn't have put the expedition's souls in the statue of Aethys, right? Whatever the Oracle has planned for that relic, and for us, it can't be good, Envoy. Aethys is a dangerous god associated with Eora's bloodiest wars, and he recently killed thousands of people in Deadfire. Now, we have a piece of him, and we're about to face a maniac who wants it desperately. Tread carefully.
It's in here, right? Alright. Hello, sir. Let's talk to the crazy god guy about what the fuck he did to these poor people.
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place?
Oh, I do know where I'm at. Okay.
Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
I don't know what this guy's capable of, but I've got your back.
There you are. You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Aethys? Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. Nevertheless, I am impressed. As to whether I killed them, well, that is a matter of semantics. Does death occur the moment the heart ceases beating, or when the soul is broken upon the wheel? In one sense, then they are quite dead. In another, they remain very much alive. In either case, they have entered a state of change, and the impetus was mine. Yes, you and you alone see my purpose clearly. You see, I have given them the opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves. With your help, I shall give them a new commission. To prosecute the redemption of a god. You understand me. What is the source of all suffering? Our division from God. Not our division from them, no, but their division from us. It is a wound the size of the soul, yet it gapes as large as the world. If we are to alleviate suffering, if the gods, if Aethys is to atone, we must give him a mortal consciousness. We must give him a mortal conscience. Or the atrocities of the Deadfire and the Saints' War will be but preludes to the horrors he will sow across Aora. Even the Redeemer needs redemption. Even the gods must be held to account. Aethys must be stopped. By making them jailers. Do you carry the relic I asked you to collect? Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys' body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. Locked into the reliquary, with a chorus of furious souls acting as his conscience. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest. Will you do it? I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Aethys there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my sister, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent.
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses in Deadfire? Even I can see that's a bad idea. And I can't imagine a worse fate than spending an eternity as one of those poor souls stuck with him. I've heard I can change him before.
Aethys is weak, if he persists at all. He expended tremendous soul energy manifesting in the body of Moros Nua and marching it across the Deadfire. By the time he reached Ukaizo, he was spent, and used the very last of his power to destroy the wheel. The god that is left is but a wisp of purpose, floating through the beyond. It is that wisp I will capture. I see. Why? Then I shall simply take the splinter from your corpse.
Bring it then, bitch. What's good with it?
Here we go. Let's see what you got.
Why couldn't he have just stuck to sculpture?
Hear us.
One-handed
Follow
melee.
us.
The last light of day. Unique weapons are highly coveted. Each has its own story and is enhanced with powerful primary and secondary enchantments. These weapons will provide some combination of passive effects that increases elemental damage and more. Weapons have their primary enchantment further improved or augmented by the enchanting station the party camp on it. Permanent and requires very specific materials. Okay. Oh, we kind of already read this before.
We would speak to you.
Dude has been alive for how many fucking years and he just died like a bitch like that? Optional, speak to the voice. Speak to the voice.
We sense weight on you. Essence. Yes, we know this melody. A part of the statue, a piece that yearns for its true place. Combine them. Join soul into body. Let it sing for us. It dreams in colors we have never seen. Would we use it? We cannot know. It must be complete. Feast? Famine? We could not say. The Adra dulls our mind. We sense an acorn. Possibility. Dear Rose, where does it stop? We do not control its feet. But hurry. The roots twist. The earth heaves underneath the stone. The eaves cannot hold.
Hey, envoy. Back with us?
And I don't know if I should do this or not. What was the point of this? All the way up here for a book and a potion? I know I'm like looking around a lot, but I'm tired, so I'm functioning at a high level. Alright, well, that was not worth it. Oopsie. That almost killed her. You know what? Fuck it. I'm intrigued. I want to see what this does. Crazy dude's dead already.
For a heart, we will speak to you.
Got something to say about that? I feel like you would have said something about what I just did.
It wakes. A host. Form given life. One day when we are free, we could return here, dwell in this body, feel the earth again. But it is a sprout. Fragile. It must sleep here undisturbed. A secret you could keep. Tell us, will you give us this gift? This prison holds us, silences us. The years fade like leaves. We have no memory of summer, warm fire, soothing rain. We could walk gently in this body, tend, grow, learn anew. But we must claim it. We are not sure. Could we touch the world? Walk in the ocean? Sift our fingers through sand? A shard of Adra tethers it to us. Yet it is weak. A quagmire of essence occludes its veins. If we had time to tend it, perhaps we could find a way. A vessel to hold us. We will remember this. The Adra strains. It aches, a choking barricade of souls. Essence like mud, we cannot swim here. It must be flushed out. Free this obstruction, then when our prison bars fall, we will see.
Lever. Oh God.
New earth to till, new flower. We rest now. We must consider this.
Dawnshore is most people's first view of the living lands, and last brush with civilization.
Thoughtless.
Guess his work on that statue didn't leave much time for renovations. Never thought I'd be so relieved to see Paradise. Unseen, unheard. Mind you not to spook you?
That's one for us. Armor won't hold up.
A lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not you. A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both owners. Right behind you.
Doing the job. Let's see what you got. Come and get me!
Unseen, unheard.
How'd you do that?
Let's see what you got. You're not looking so much to left. Right flank. Didn't stand a chance. Let me catch my breath. Let's see what you got. Next one's mine. Who's ready for more?
I don't know how long I was muted. I'll keep some upgrades in the camp and then call it. A upgrade. That, because it keeps getting on it. Upgrade this.
Nice work. That'll help against whatever we face out there.
Where's the enchant? Primal Flame. Binding Copper. And what does this do? What's up, buddy?
Something on your mind? This is a far cry from the feasts and featherbeds you must be used to. I'm well past seconds myself, if we're counting. Even decent people make mistakes, and the rest of us can grow, with a little time and grace. If I had to list them all, we'd be talking all night. Anyway, if this place can't give us misfits and screw-ups a second chance, what hope do we have?
True.
What do you want to know? Enjoy the ocean breeze while we're here.
Save after I do this, or do I need to save? Looks like I need to save. Hours in. Alright. That's it for tonight. Appreciate you guys watching. Good night.